704 Charlotte Bound Show in the building, man. On the night before the game, I'm your host, Twan Dawn, is in the building, man, getting ready for this game. We decided to come up here tonight, man, a quick little show. Nothing long at all, you know what I'm saying, to get in, discuss this game. And keys to winning, what we think about the game, if there is any way we could win, how we could pull it out. Things that have been underestimated, things that have been overanalyzed. We'll get into all of that, man. But look, not wasting no time tonight. Look, go ahead and bring in the boys, man. The guys up into the show tonight, man. Look, let's get it, man. Look, first up, we got my man Jay Issue in the building. Jay Issue, what's up, bro?
What's happening?
What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Also, man, y'all know it. Y'all know who it is. Pop Bullets is in the building.
Yes, sir. Pop the relative.
We had MDJ in here, man. I mean, guess he'll be right back, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Gun, it's phone is acting up, man. But we in the house, you know what I'm saying, to get in here and discuss the situation, see what's going on with it. But shout out to everybody out there. Hope everybody had a good day today, man. Hope everybody called somebody and told somebody that you love them today. You know what I'm saying? Times is hard out here, man. You know what I'm saying? This country is different. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. And that type of stuff too right there, man. See how they came in, Pop? That's Pop going off in the background, bro. Pop, yeah. Calm down, Pop.
I'm all right.
I said calm down, Pop.
I'm calm.
Let's get into it, man. So, man, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, man, Carolina Panthers take on the Green Bay Packers. We get Bryce Young back off injury, if he ever was on an injury. We're lackluster at the offensive line position. We're going to see if this defense can bounce back. All this requires coaching adjustments and understanding and knowing a game plan that can work to hide what you don't have. First question to the fellas on the panel, man, is how trusting are you that Canales and Evero have a respectable game plan coming into this game, man? Or do you think this is just another game where we're going to take our lumps?
This is the game that both the coordinator and the head coach got to call their best plays up to date. Even though they're up against some challenges with, players being hurt, you really got to take the time out to execute each and every play because, we're getting to the nitty gritty right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're playing against playoff type of teams, and everybody's gonna be watching. Right. You know what I'm saying? You just got your ass whooped, so you need to get some respect back.
Yeah.
And the best way to get it back is to, get a dub. It would be a major W if we beat them next coming tomorrow.
Right. That would be major. I stick by and I own the any given Sunday situation. That's why you play football, man. Nobody ever gets the games right every week. I've seen garbage teams beat really, really good teams, and people say, how did that happen? People say, how did that happen when we played Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the circumstances and the matchups, man. Football is a game of matchups. And what do we do well? You know what I'm saying? And can we bring that to the game, like Pop just said, man? These coaches, this is a coaching game right here, man. How do y'all adjust? How well do y'all adjust to getting your ass clapped like we just did and keep this game respectable? What about you, James?
I mean, I just don't want to be one to mention. Once that run game get to clicking, you either stick to it or you gotta expand that play calling. I don't understand why we depend on the run, but when it comes to passing the ball, it's like there's no creation there. And then you doing screens and try to do jet sweeps. It's like all that is irrelevant, bro. You can't just be one dimension. You're not gonna be in the game if they stop what you good at and you can't move the ball down the field. So the play calling gotta be better. That defense for sure need to stay out of zone. You can be in zone sometimes, but if you staying in it, the team just gonna eat you alive when you stay in zone. It just don't be making sense. Sometimes we be consistent, but we not taking serious because we go away from what works for us.
Yeah, I think that's what Pop was saying too, man. Like, I mean, Canales and Evero, y'all can't come out here doing the status quo in this game and like we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing and think if that shit's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to catching teams off guard, man? Whatever happened to putting a game plan together where teams is like we wasn't expecting them to do that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to run more trick plays or some shit like that. But you can't get out here running no damn screenplay every other play, and you can't kill Dowdle the whole game. Look, I don't mind if Bryce, if he can, nickel and dime a team down the field. I'm cool with that because that puts a lot of pressure on the defense, keep our defense off the field. But if he gonna get out there and play scared, man, you know what I'm saying? Me and Pop talked about this like last night, man. I don't know what's gonna get in this dude's. I think the one thing that gets under most football players is when they know they're in a contract season. Do y'all think Bryce is aware of that? I don't think dude even aware he in a contract season, bro.
I do.
I think
I
he do. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he do. He's more
Well, then
vocal.
maybe he don't care about getting paid then.
He's showing more emotion now, Twan. He ain't never been that way. So he know he in contract year, but it's a little too late.
Yeah, I definitely believe he know he's in contract here because I think if he had hurt his ankle like he did previously, he would have been out longer. I think he would have sat out a little bit longer. This time he only missed, you know what I'm saying? The first time he was only out for one game too, I believe. Or was it two games?
Hmm.
But either or, you know what I'm saying? How he talked about Andy Dalton being a soldier, being a dog, playing with a broke thumb during the whole game. You're saying you're saying all those things, but you should be also taking that into consideration for yourself. Are you doing that?
Yeah, bro.
You know, but I definitely think he know he's in contract year just because off of the emotions, like Jason said, for sure.
But like, I mean, emotions ain't gonna get you a check.
No, emotions not gonna give you a check, but it's showing you that okay, you care. Okay, you did you wanted your expectation was to do better for yourself or for the team. So I'd rather see that than seeing him seem like he don't care at all, which I've seen him look like sometimes on the field.
Facts.
I don't really get mad at him slamming his helmet down. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So like the showing the aggravation, the being upset, I'm
Mm.
all right with that. You know what I'm saying? My only thing is if you're getting aggravated like that, you getting upset, man, come out here and pour that same energy on the field. Lock in.
So one of the things when we're talking about and I want to put this up, man, because I want people to see it just like I see it. One of the things when we're saying that Canales, we're gonna start on his side of the field first when he has to make an adjustment is, can y'all see that? It says the Packers currently have the third best run defense in the league, bro. The Panthers have the fifth best rushing team in the league. Establishing the run will be crucial because part of the Packers' identity is being a run-stop defense. Now, can we run over them? Even though they got the third best defense? Well, I mean, Buffalo just did it to us. We went into that game thinking that Cook was only going to be able to do so much, right? And he got his career high on us with the defense and that front line that we have. So do y'all have faith that we'll be able to run on the ball on them effectively?
It's kind of hard to say, man, because that O-line is banged up. I mean, it really is. I mean, Timo, he's up to, it depends on how he feels tomorrow. That coming up all the way up to game time. Our left guard, he practiced, I think, one time this week, but he's still dealing with his injury. Our center, I don't know who the hell we got at center, but I mean, I'm guessing it's Corbett. Left tackle Icky, I feel like he's been playing solid. So I mean, it really depends on how healthy these guys are. If they're healthy, if they have if they have done what they're supposed to do, as far as getting their body rehabilitated, it's possible that both teams are going to be able to run the ball, but we just have to have the better plays.
I don't know who these guys are, but most of them look like they about to make a sandwich. But they all pick.
You see why you see 38-6, 38-13, 38-10?
Yeah.
That's because the last thing they remember is getting smoked last week. And not only that, Jordan Love, he's not scared to throw that ball, bro.
He's not.
He throw it on every single level. It's so crazy, bro. This defense has to play so sound. The secondary and the front line. The linebackers, they gotta be solid. They gotta be solid because they do have Tucker Kraft. But I mean, I don't think he's taking over games. He is a good tight end. I mean, he will hurt you.
Shit.
But I think we can contain him. I do.
Who gonna run with him though? Who do you suggest run with him?
Me personally, if it's me, I'm putting Morig or Ransom on him. I'm gonna have to play extra safety. Because I can't really trust the linebackers like that. So you might have to switch it up.
Can't he just get in front of them and catch every pass though?
Not a Morig. I'm sorry.
Because they can't. He's at a greater. He's like twice the size of either one of those guys. We're talking about a big tight end, bro.
You overlooked the Morig, Twan. I ain't gonna lie.
No. Morig ain't even been having a solid year so far.
Morig is having a down year.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking for him to stop nobody.
I mean, his coverages that I've been seeing.
But I'm saying, like, when you got that type of tight end, like, you could just run him out on a route and just, like, he can just guard whoever's defending him by turning his body around and just.
Hey, I mean. Only thing, we don't have a good cover linebacker.
We don't.
Right. And that's the thing. That's what's making it so hard.
That's why I say you got to bring a safety or extra DB.
It might have to be actually. My thing is just off the top, I'm thinking Rose Boone. That's just off the top.
Nah, I don't see that.
What y'all think about playing nickel against him? Like,
I would love to do that, but
bring Corey Thornton as the big nickel.
I think that's what you should do, but is Egghead willing to do that?
I like that one.
Is Egghead gonna let you do that though? All right,
peanut brittle head.
Hey, slow down, bro. I got that same head. Hey, look, ease up. Look, man. As far as the players with Green Bay. Aaron Banks, their guard, he had limited participation. His injury with a shin injury. And on Thursday, limited, and then Friday, full participation. So he look for him to be back. Josh Jacobs, he had limited participation all week, but I don't see how he doesn't play. He's still questionable. But I mean, do they want to strain his calf more?
Man, he playing. He playing.
We
That
got
boy.
some guys on the side that hit hard, man.
He playing. He don't usually lose. Stay out of games. He playing. Josh Jacobs is a beast.
So they got an O lineman. They got an O lineman, Zach Tom. I'm just looking for the people that's okay. The Wicks, I don't know nothing about that wide receiver anyway. He didn't participate. Lucas Van Ness, the D lineman, he didn't participate. Nick Neiman, their linebacker, didn't participate. But everybody else was either limited or they full participation. So the three guys I said didn't participate, they're out. Brandon McManus, he's questionable. And the linebacker, their starting linebacker, Walker Quay, is questionable. But like Pop said, Josh Jacobs, they don't have him listed as questionable. So he going to play. On the other hand, this is us, bro. It don't look good.
Everybody questionable on our end.
Oh.
I thought that, this might have been the time when people would be like coming back, getting healthy. But as time went on, boy, more and more people start going down.
Andy Dalton ain't playing. Really, I wouldn't even allow him in the building. Jason. I tell him, give me your key card, man, or whatever. However you get it.
He should have been fired after that game.
But what I do like is Jimmy Horn is a full participant. Leggett is a full participant, and he's not questionable. K. Mays is out, which we knew. Presley Umamiel, and he's out with an ankle. Trevor Wallace is questionable. Zavala is questionable. He was a full participant, so I expect him to play. So I don't know who playing center. Yeah, if anybody knows. I don't know who playing center.
It might be Zavala.
But Damian Lewis was a full participant. He'll be back. Xavier Leggett, Jimmy Horn, Nick Scott. I didn't even know he was hurt.
What's wrong with XL?
He fine. He was a little ill. He was
good,
sick.
Okay.
Yeah, he was sick. That's all.
I don't know about Trevor Wallace because he was limited. He didn't participate Wednesday. He was limited, and they got him listed as questionable. So, who is the backup linebacker if we got to take him up?
You got Sherlis. You got Bam Scott, and I can't think of who else behind them two. But I wouldn't mind seeing Bam Scott. I don't like Sherlis. I mean, he's athletic, but every time I see him get in the game, he gives up a big play. It's just like, you sit on the sidelines waiting for your opportunity, you get your opportunity, and then it just blow right by you. It's like, what?
Right.
What? You need to warm up again? You need to stretch? Like,
yeah, exactly. And shout out to Space 4. He said, listen to the live during World Series game 7, go Dodgers. And my Yankees ain't playing, they don't get watched. He said, keep pounding. Ray Shock in there. He said, you dropping the link, tweez. Nervous said, if Bryce wants to make a statement game for Ben, the guy in Carolina for next several years, this is the game to do it. I don't think the only thing is I don't think that dude rises with the competition. Would I be wrong if I say a lot of the times Carolina we play down to our competition? We seem to play better when we play a better team, but not always Bryce. And then the team that we probably should destroy, man, like we look bad against It's a big 10-point too, guys, because we 4-4. Still feel comfortable with that, but most people say, and I think we're on the other side of the harder teams we have to play. But shit, man, if we could just show some improvement, and then like the injuries came at the wrong time, bro. And shit, I don't know, man.
Yeah, this is a game, unfortunately, that I feel like Rice, if you're out there, if you're listening, this is
I'm
the
not.
game. This is Green 80, Mr. Green 80. This is the game that gets you paid.
Yeah.
This is the game that gets you paid, sir.
That's what Pop said. I mean, I don't agree, but
this is when the ink starts to get
Pop is
drawn
in your
on.
corner.
This is the game that starts to get your name, started on that contract for the future. This game right here, because you have to elevate the team. This game.
Yep.
You cannot be the problem. You can't be.
I know it's a raw deal too. I know. Look, you like, man, I ain't got no line. That's how it is, bro.
That's
The great guys,
football.
they rise above, even with the injuries. They, you put it around with the talent was on the field. So
if this grass, run your ass, get the first down.
Get the fuck, do it, bro.
Yeah,
by any means necessary.
Yeah. We want to know if you win, can you do a Lambo leap?
Oh,
can you do it?
They'll push his little ass out. They don't let motherfuckers just jump in there like that. If you ain't from there, they'll push you out.
So yeah, I'm sorry, but I said at least this year, Bryce got to put the team on his back at least 2 games. That is not much to ask for.
That's nothing to ask.
For
shit,
a quarterback
I'm
out of 17 games. Can you put the team on your back? And this is the game that you have to do it. You have to show it.
So these are the uniforms they're gonna be wearing tomorrow with us.
That shit ugly as hell. Take that shit off.
Ugly ass. They going back to like the leather helmets, with that print on the helmet. Like that's some ugly shit right there.
That's some doodoo brown. Take that off the trash.
So we got to play against that tomorrow, man. Yeah, won't be no green on that field tomorrow except the grass.
Another thing that we got to take into consideration is, will these referees be fair?
I don't know.
Or will they deter the game? Because referees also can mess up a whole game. We've seen it so many times over and over again with Carolina Panthers. I know that we haven't earned the respect, but there's a such thing as being disrespectful too, though. You can't sit here and just, do any franchise any type of way just because they ain't, winning a whole bunch of games. Bro, they go out here and try and put their blood, sweat, and tears in this. And for you to just sit here and just change the outcome of the game just because, this team right here is the most favorite to win, that's bullshit.
All right, man. So look, one of the bigger questions is, start with you, Pop. What is Carolina? What must be the game plan to stop Parsons, bro? You ain't gonna fully stop him, but to contain him at least.
Well, I said I think you're gonna see a more of a 2 tight end set. You probably won't see Jimmy Horn that much.
So you're bringing the tight ends for more blocking?
Yes.
Because he coming up the middle.
Yeah, but I think you still gonna have your running back. Your running back, and that's why I said about Parsons being a problem, because they got good edge rushers. You got Micah Parsons coming up the middle, right behind the nose tackle,
with a backup center.
But it don't matter. He's squeezing through. He getting through. He's coming down. Now, so that means that takes away your running back. If that's the case, at least you have another outlet to a tight end that you can dump the ball off to or up the seams. So that's what I would do. to give Bryce another person to help to protect, depending on which lineman we got out there. And then also have my running back. I would never go empty set in this game like Canellis has done. I won't do that this game. I will
Yeah,
always keep a running back there
I don't think
to
you can
help
afford that.
in order to chip or do something to Michael Parsons.
Shout out to SC Panthers boy. He said, "Look, we win by small margins and lose by margins big." Navash in the building said, "We can't be beaten by a team wearing those ugly ass uniforms." Yes, we can. I hope not. And SC Panthers boy said the refs cheated Clemson. JSU, how we gonna stop Parsons, bro?
I mean, I agree with Pop. You got to get some extra help. I mean, you got to get them tight ends in there. I don't think.
But if you get some extra help, somebody gonna be wide open. I mean, somebody gonna be open, free to go.
I understand that, but that's why you had that game plan. You gotta know who you facing, offense and defensive wise. If you know somebody that's gonna cause havoc, you got a game plan for him. It is what it is. Even if
Mhm.
you sacrificing a weapon to go out there and catch the ball for Bryce, you just got to sacrifice it. I mean, there's no other way around it. So if you game plan against him, it's somebody gonna come free regardless. But if they sound a mental somebody block or two people or somebody chip them and go out there for a pass. It just depends. But you still got to look out for that extra guy that you see finna blitz. But it's not just on Bryce. Everybody on the offensive line and the weapons got to be sentimental. Period.
Right.
That's the beauty of having big wide receivers too. Extra
Hmm.
blocking. You know what I'm saying? Getting those guys in here helps Bryce as well. But they're gonna have to really execute like you said, JSU fundamentals.
Hmm. And a lot of the times when Paz mentioned the referees, they can overthrow a game. They can because I mean last time when Sanders had a great block, they called that holding. The man wasn't even holding. He wasn't even holding the dude, and they called a penalty on that. So it's like the referees play a big part in it too. So if the referees stay out the game and call a fair game, it's no telling what we can do because they take momentum out of a game over unnecessary calls.
Yeah, but if we looking for that, then it's over before it starts. These motherfuckers never trust us, bro.
No,
I
they
mean,
all time
they,
disrespect.
yeah, they. Well, I meant we should never trust the referees is gonna do the right thing because they have no love for us, bro. None. And now we 4-4, 500. Um, yeah, man. But that's one of the things that we talk. Look, Canales has got to start earning that shit too. He don't get in nobody's face. JSU, when they call absolute bullshit, he don't do nothing. I think they called something in the last game. I think for the first time when he actually has some emotion behind it. I know he challenged something and
Mhm.
ran onto the field, but like until you start getting in these referees' faces a little bit, man, just look. We don't even care if you take the penalty, but let them motherfuckers know I'm not gonna let you just call anything on my fucking team, bro.
I believe the referee said
And they
that
said
T
absolutely
Mac was
zero.
short. T Mac was short, and that's when he did that challenge. That's the only motion I've seen out of him. But yeah, he gotta show some type of fight, bro. You can't just accept everything that they call if you disagree with it.
He didn't dispute anything. That was his first challenge last week.
Wow,
So the referees get it right every time, right? That's
wow,
what you're telling me.
Ron Rivera Jr. You know, Ron didn't change his mindset till the fans started coming at him.
It's a touchdown for DJ.
And this was last time we played them. The game where they said we was a couple of breaths away from winning. Um, but we didn't win that game, man. But we motherfuckers celebrated that game like we won the game. We were at an all-time low, JSU, when motherfuckers out here celebrating a loss.
Oh, don't tell me XL caught that.
That was Chark.
Well, did they chart?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
somebody they underutilized that year. And when he did get open, well, you know. So look, man, y'all think the weather plays a part in this game at all?
Nah, it's
I
gonna be
mean,
good weather.
Carolina's we get pretty cold too, man. It ain't Wisconsin cold. I live
Nah,
there.
it's only gonna be like 40 to 50 degrees out there. So
I think we could deal with that.
I think the same thing. I think they should feel highly blessed that they're not going to, the blizzard.
Yeah, Buffalo or some shit like that.
Right. And honestly, I don't think Bryce has played any cold games when I think about it. I don't think he's played any cold games.
I ain't never seen a game where we had to wear like coats and shit, like Panthers, like how they wear the big ass jackets on the sideline. The only time I saw that was when we played at home against Detroit in that damn ice bowl.
Right.
One time, and we was at home. And look, that shit didn't slow them down. I mean, we had a rushing record in that game that ain't been beaten yet.
Yeah. And this is the first time for a lot of players that going to
Mike,
play.
why you in with me?
What'd you say, James?
Now, what was the question?
What was the question?
What y'all talking about?
He was talking about the weather.
Yeah.
Okay, we've never seen Bryce in no cold.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I mean, but it ain't gonna be that cold up there. That one. See, once you start running around in the cold, you won't feel it. Like you won't. It ain't no 30 below out there or nothing like that. They should be all right. This is good football weather.
Oh man, can we keep this game close? Man, let's be real with each other. Oh, we expecting another embarrassment. I got two guys that's gonna absolutely give you the honest truth on this show. Can we really win this game, man, or is it gonna be belt to ass?
I think we can win, but if they squeeze their cheeks hard enough, they might be able to fart out a. They might be able to fart out a win. I mean, I'm not. I don't think we're gonna win. But like I said, I think if they squeeze their cheeks hard enough, they might be able to squeeze out a win, bro.
For me, I just hate playing safe ball. All that safe ball shit, it's not gonna get you nowhere. We got to start having shoot.
That's what I'm saying, JSU. I
We gotta
think in
start
this
having
game,
shootouts.
man. I think in this game, both coaches got to do untraditional shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can't come up with that status quo in this game, bro. You ain't got the people to do it with.
No, you don't. And then you got to let Bryce run around in the pocket, bro. Y'all, the coaches stay out that man head. Whatever works for him when late last year, let him run around in the pocket. If he got time in the pocket, let him run, bro.
Quarters.
How you gonna roll with a bad ankle?
I think it's like this little debate.
Now it's gonna be strange now that injury. But I'm saying they should have let him continue what he was doing last year.
Man, listen, they stop wearing low tops. How about that?
Did
Stop wearing
that
low
guy
tops.
even did that dude get fined for doing Bryce like that? Because he stuck his leg out there.
It wasn't egregious, so no, he didn't get fined.
That's crazy.
He wasn't trying to trip. He was swinging for Bryce, and as he was stepping forward, Bryce actually tried to do a spin move to go the opposite way, I believe. And he just stepped. It even looked like he stepped on his ankle. It looked like he stepped on his calf, like the back of his calf. It didn't look like he stepped on his ankle to me, from what I remember.
Can I ask y'all a question, man? And I look, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Do y'all think y'all ever see this out of Canales, bro? Y'all remember when Nick said coaches aren't allowed to yell at players no more? And I told him LaFleur does that shit all the time, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, we question a lot of things that Nick say, but hey, that's Nick.
It's no way, bro. Players play better when you point out their mistakes and yell at them and go, man, we can't have that, bro. You
But
know,
this my
they
thing
bound,
though.
they bound to repeat their mistakes if they feel like, man, this thing ain't gonna say nothing.
This my thing though. How can you want a coach to get on the podium and take full accountability, but he can't hold you accountable? That sounds crazy.
Right. I agree,
Cause
man.
see, cause see, the whole media is jumping on his ass right then and there. Everybody ain't jumping on you while you playing live. That's the time that he got to get on you. So I mean, if he give you an earful, shit, take it like a man. Now, if you're emotional and you don't want to see a coach yelling at players, bruh, that's you don't need to watch football. They get paid millions. And if you doing something stupid, hey, you might need a cuss out here and there. I ain't saying belittle somebody, but I'm saying, hey, you got to talk some sense into them.
Let's look at some pre-crash outs. Pop. Let's look the motherfuckers up. Podcasters is probably out here talking about how badly they gonna whoop our ass. Pre-crash outs.
Think they doing it already?
Yeah, I mean they probably crashing out saying how badly they gonna beat us.
Mm.
But yeah, they definitely crashing out already. This is a trap game, man. I think this is a trap game for them.
It could be.
Because it's nowhere. It ain't nowhere in hell they not looking past us.
I'm pretty sure the fans are definitely looking past us.
Yeah, I
really do.
ain't gonna find them on Twitter, but you know they on YouTube some damn where, bro. Also, man, me and Pop got this new show coming. When we win, called Pop and Twan crashing out. Coming after, I will say coming soon, but coming after every win, when we go and check out the other teams and the people that represent those teams crash out because the Panthers beat them, man. We thought it was going to be something on a regular, you know what I'm saying? But ever since we came up with this shit, Pop, we ain't been able to hit it off yet.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it. That's what makes it special because it's not going to be all the time. So that just gives you something to look forward to after the game is over and we're sitting on that pretty dub. You get to come up here with us and watch us, look at their fans and see how they're talking about their team.
Yeah.
Because we're so hard on our team, we forget that we're not the only one going through it. So we just like to put a friendly reminder. There's some teams out there's some ungrateful ass fans out here with teams that are actually winning. And we just want to put it out there.
Crying, motherfuckers be wigging out, bro.
Motherfuckers talking shit about Hurts, and he just won y'all a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
They already talking about training him, all type of shit.
Exactly. But we people sometimes people just forget because you be so wrapped up in your own organization. Sometimes you need to go see how other people feel about their own organization. Die hard just like us.
It's not just us.
And boy, the shit they say and do. I'm telling you, them Cowboy fans, boy, they did a number.
Me and Pop, Jason, me and Pop saw a show, right?
Yeah.
It was a young, beautiful black woman on the podcast, right?
I think I seen it.
With two old ass white dudes, and we don't even know how that even matched up.
Yeah, I was there. I seen it.
But it was sad over
there. Yeah, she was talking crazy. She sounded like she didn't know what she was talking about.
It was all hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was the purpose of today, man. Anyway, man, is to get in here, talk our shit a little bit, and then respond to what people are saying ahead of the game. That's why it's like a pre-crash out, Pop. Let's hear what they're saying about us, man, so we can respond to it, man. Let's go.
Take on the Green Bay Packers here. Panthers coming off a loss. Packers coming off of a win. You want to start talking about the Packers, or do you want to talk about the Panthers here in this one?
I'm going to go with this Panthers defense, and I kind of want to piggyback of something I was talking about on the Sunday review show with the Bills running all over Carolina, and the idea that what they did was stay away from Derek Brown in the run game as much as possible. He's obviously the Panthers' best defense.
Hold tight. I got to do something real quick, guys. So I don't get fined. Right. Check it out, man. This is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. And that's what we're doing with these videos we're playing today. Commenting. We're going to be teaching, no scholarships, and researching. We will be researching what they're discussing to reply to these shows. We're not selling anyone's content, man. You know, only to the purposes of replying to these things. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips. The balance is favor of fair use.
So right there, Twan.
Mhm.
He said that the Buffalo Bills ran away from Derrick Brown, right?
Mhm.
What would you do? Well, I'm gonna tell you what I would do.
Put them somewhere else.
Well, not necessarily. But yes, I will put him somewhere else because you know what? We got this guy who's about 6'5", 330 something pounds. He has a famous R&B singer name go by as Bobby Brown. I would probably bring Bobby Brown in, who has a great grade at stopping the run, so that way he can loosen up Derrick Brown a little bit. Now, I'm not saying Derrick Brown is a sack getter, just that doesn't. No. But what he does well, and that's affect the run and putting pressure up the middle, from the side, wherever he coming from, he applies pressure. You paid Bobby Brown starting money, but got him on the bench. Make that make sense.
Well, he should have been playing last game, though, also, Pop.
Well, no, they want to have trunk legs
And guess what?
Wharton out there who did absolutely nothing.
And guess what? We can't make sense of it because it didn't make sense. Except
$64 million, y'all.
Everyone want to do shit his way. I'm with Pop. Why are you paying these people this type of money to not play?
Doesn't make sense. Now, like, look, Ashawn is having a great season to me. He's having a great season.
It's good.
But I would have Derrick Brown, Bobby Brown, Ashawn Robinson. That's the three.
There's no way you can run away from all three of them.
All three. That's the starting lineup. That's what it should be. But we got Turk Wharton out there.
Yeah. Struggling.
We got Turk Wharton, Ashawn Robinson, and Derrick Brown.
Elite run
Out there struggling. All right, man. Let's take a listen.
Brown in the run game as much as possible. He's
Hey,
obviously the
y'all can tell
Panthers'
me the
best
pause
defensive
whenever.
player. He's an elite run stopper, no matter who you're looking at defensive tackle in this league. And he really is the engine that makes this thing go, right? It was really, for all the acquisitions they made in the offseason, the return of Derrick Brown was the most important part. Now, I wanted to kind of get a bigger scope on that and look throughout this whole season of, okay, what does it look like when these teams run towards Derrick Brown and away? So I was messing around with his positioning and adding that in with different points of attack, what gap teams are running through on the other side. And when I put it together, what you get is when teams run to the same side that Derrick Brown is lined up on, whichever side of the ball, left or right, that Derrick Brown is lined up on, when teams run to that side, they get 3.4 yards per carry. Basically, a brick wall there when you talk about big number 95 and setting the tone for everybody else. When they run away from Derrick Brown, and the Bills' numbers obviously are going to skew this a little bit because they had such a big day, 5.5 yards per carry. That's really the goal, no matter who your offensive line is, no matter who your backs are. And I still think it is very important for as good a game as Jordan Love just had against Pittsburgh. You got to keep Josh Jacobs involved in this offense and have balance. And then I think the play action game could really work against this Carolina defense. But that's what I'm trying to do, is find the tendencies of where Derrick Brown lines up and then run.
And that's exactly why they just told you what you need to go get in the first round right there. I know people gonna say middle linebacker. I know that's what y'all want. I want it too. But if you don't go out there and find the next coming of a 3-tech, I mean, Ashawn Robinson, I've been pulling for you. I'm not. But you need somebody over there who can set the edge or something over there on the opposite side. You need somebody else on that line. You need another Derrick Brown on that line. And that's hard to find. But I'm just saying, you need a 3-tech to go out there and help So on both sides, you cannot run no matter where you go. You want to run away from Derrick Brown? You can't. You go to the other side? You can't. You can't come up the middle? You can't.
Hey, Pop, for people that don't know what the 3 tech is, let them know what that is.
You let them know. I ain't got time to go through all this.
You use 3 tech all the time. Just let them know, man. The short version.
Google it. Google it.
Man, you mean as hell, bro.
Google it.
Come on, Pop.
No, if I can do my research, y'all can too. Go Google it. Y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. Just think about. All right, I'm gonna tell you. If you want to know what a 3 tech is, go look at the guy that we was trying to get that went to the Patriots. That'll tell you everything you need to know. He played with Philadelphia.
Pop
Milton.
man. You say how mean he is, though, Jason, right?
Just telling you.
So check this out. A 3 tech is this, y'all. Because Pop uses it a lot. Y'all should know what it is. A 3 tech is a defensive lineman that he lines up. He usually lines up on the outside shoulder of an offensive guard, not the tackle, the offensive guard. And the position is known for being a primary interior pass rusher. For people that, we know how edges get to the quarterback on the outside, but 3 techs are guys like Kewan Short was a 3 tech. You know what I'm saying? Guys that can penetrate the outside of that guard, almost kind of like the way that an edge does it. Because the thing is if your left tackle or right tackle has to pay attention to that edge, then that's how a 3 tech can sneak in to get back there in that backfield as well, to cause corruption as well, man. It's usually a quicker guy. It ain't no slow ass dude on the line. It's usually a quicker guy on the line, man. And sometimes it's based on the type of defense. You usually see more of them in a 4-3, but usually when we run a 3 tech, he's in some type of a 4-3. We run a 3-4 base defense. That doesn't mean we're always in it.
Right. But see, people might think, well, ain't that what Nick Scorton does?
No.
So it's not the same.
Not at all. So I'm nice, man. Pop don't love y'all like that. He said go do your own research.
Now, I'm going to tell you why, because I've been a part of that where I've watched people come
you
up.
will learn more if you go look it up yourself.
And argue who does what position does what, and what defense. And I just don't want to get into that whole debacle. So I can give you a actual player that you can look up and see what he does. We was actually going to get one, but we lost to the Patriots. They paid him more money, and that's what a 3 tech is. You go look at Milton. That's what he would have been. He would have been the other guy on the other side of Derrick Brown.
Yeah,
going crazy, going nuts.
Examples of 3 techs. And Donald.
He wasn't good at stopping the run though. He wasn't good at stopping the run.
And Donald might have been the greatest 3 tech of all times. For those that remember, Ndamukong Suh, he was a 3 tech. Geno Atkins was a 3 tech.
Yeah, Geno Atkins.
I'm trying to think about now. Who's a 3 tech now? Shit, A'Shawn Robinson could be one if we had some better edges.
I mean, he pretty much that's what he's playing, basically.
Yeah.
But can I get a better version of him? I'm not saying he's not serviceable.
We just need a better version of him.
We need a better version of him.
Yeah. Now, Kewan, if y'all remember KK Short, he was back there. He could bend that corner. He know how to use his hands to get them damn guards up off of him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. And learning is half the battle, Pop. Let's go.
To the opposite side of him because he's going to blow up the whole thing no matter who is blocking him. That's such a stark difference to me that I go, okay, this is the guy that makes the run defense go. We have to cut the field in half, or we have to check to certain plays even at the line of scrimmage to make sure, hey, we're running away from number 95 because he can wreck our entire run game single-handedly.
Sometimes the game of football is very simple, right? Run behind your best offensive lineman and run away from the other team's best.
One thing I love, though, man, guys, is that at least we have one guy on our defense, and that's how you have to keep building it. And I think Scorton will come along as he's coming on. I think he'll be one of those guys in the future. I'm hoping that Uman Mielen will be one of those guys in the future. Is that Derek? At least we got guys that are feared around the league, man. Like, you have to worry about him when we play the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. It's different. It feels better when you got teams like we got to actually game plan for these dudes, bro.
Yeah, we got two of them, man. It's been the two pillars, J.C. Horn and Derrick Brown. We know those are the two guys, but now we just need to see who else gonna step up.
So it's two things that I'm thinking pop right away. They ain't gonna want to run in Derrick Brown's directions. They definitely not gonna want to throw the ball in J.C. Horn's direction. So my thing is, man, and everybody ain't gonna be able to catch on to this because everybody don't know the X's and O's of football. But my thing is, that's enough right there for Evero. Like, that's all you do, man. That's all. That's what you do when you go to pin the pad and when you drawing up plays or whatever. And when y'all in practice, like, we already know what they're going to avoid. How can we overcompensate for the areas they're not going to go in? Or how is there some ways where we can disguise our defense to make it seem like, okay, like J.C. Horn is going to be on this wide receiver? Because if you ain't going to go J.C. Horn's way, that opens up for a lot more corner blitzes. If you ain't going to go motherfucking Derrick Brown's way, that opens up for a lot more pop stunts. You know what I'm saying? You have to figure out ways to get around that. Like, yeah, you're not going to run it Derrick Brown's way, but if Derrick Brown is running a stunt where he's switching out places with the tackle next to him and stunts that way, and you're running the ball that way, he can still get to him.
I would love if he brought everybody up to the line, and then make the quarterback think like, okay, he done dropped the safety. I mean, he done pulled the safety up. He done pulled the corners up. What are they about to do? Who's coming? Who's not? Make the quarterback think. Confuse him.
And drop back who you gonna drop back and rush who you gonna rush.
There you
Make
go.
him think.
But we don't do that.
It's too much for Evero, man. It's too much for him, bro. I'm gonna do it my way. Fuck y'all.
Defensive lineman. We've all been there. If you're playing Madden and you look on the defensive line and either the defensive end or the defensive tackle to the right or left side, they got that little X factor underneath their name. You go, all right, we're going to flip this. We're going to go the opposite way. I'm not going to run right at that guy.
And Pop, we was just saying it, you know. He said, we're going to flip it and go opposite way or whatever. And that's the whole purpose of a stunt. Stunts are for when offenses think they got your defensive lineman figured out. And it's like, I'm lined up here, and I know you're not going to run here, but if I run that stunt, I'm not going to be where you think I am off that stunt.
Right.
I can stunt to the outside. I can stunt to where the other tackle is, and we switch spots by running behind him. I can stunt up the middle. I can stunt to the left side.
I don't see.
Derrick Brown got the speed to do that shit, so we can worry.
I don't see us doing any stunts. To be honest with you.
That would be very fucking dumb on Evero's part.
But I don't see it.
But that's the single most reason why you run a stunt is when someone won't run something your way. And you're not sitting there going, "Oh, we're just gonna just run up the line differently, and we're gonna do some cute shit." Where it's done for that reason. When your defensive coach goes, you know what? If they're gonna keep trying to avoid you all day, then we're gonna stunt you to another side.
Mm.
Derrick Brown has the speed to do it.
jump in this JSU.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, Evero, he like the basic. He like being basic. Him and Dave, they love being basic. I mean, we already been how many coaches that we done had that kept it basic. It wasn't nothing special until the fans got involved. The fans yelling at the stadium, the fans booing the offense or defense. That's the only time they want to switch something up. I mean, Evero love calling a blitz every 4 games. So every 4 games you're gonna see a blitz.
Yep. And it's like, bro, it just worked. So you plan on running that again, right? Nah,
he'll go away from it for sure. And it just pissed me off. I hardly even see any stunts on the defense.
Let me get the people in the chat involved. They say, look, what do y'all think, man? They say they got to get Josh Jacobs and Tucker Kraft involved. They're going to definitely try to go for them. I mean, that's 2 of their main pieces. what are we gonna do about that? Is one Pop said that as
You ain't
far as
gotta worry about them two. They definitely gonna get the
I
ball.
don't think we got an answer for that.
How you gonna stop it? That's what
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. I mean, you either bring in an extra DB. Me personally, I would go big nickel with Corey Thornton. He's a big physical guy. I'm not saying he can stop Tucker Craft, but I mean at least he can aggravate him. He could run with him. You know, I mean that's because this is the thing, guys. I gotta understand. Love throws the ball about 30 times a game. He's throwing the rock. Can they run? Yes, they can run. But they are a throwing
Yeah,
the ball type of. They like to air the ball out. That's what they like to do. So they're going to challenge your secondary. They're going to challenge your linebackers. I'm not that confident in my linebackers enough. So that's why I think you got to bring in a bigger physical corner to try to help with the tight end.
Yeah.
Can't put JC Horn on him. I mean, can't.
Nah, JC Horn can't handle that motherfucker. They two different weight classes. So, my thing is, I don't think we got a answer for that tight end. I know Pop said something about the safeties or whatever, but they gonna have their hands full for the very reason that Pop just said. I mean, and shout out to Eternal 252 too, man. He said Jordan Love like to throw the ball bombs a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And he said, watch our linebackers and our secondary. That secondary gonna get put to the test in this next game, bro. They gonna get put to the test.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, depending on how they scheme up, I mean, Trevor Wallace is gonna have to be your cover linebacker, and that's just not something he's great at.
Nah, but he's gonna have to grow up tomorrow, bro.
But I hope he got plenty of Tylenol. I know his head hurting from that concussion protocol stuff, but boy, you better have your chin strapped tomorrow, because bro, you gonna have to cover.
Shout out to SC Panthers boy 803. He said, "You're right, Twan." He said, "Pop don't love us, right, Bo?"
No, man, I love y'all. That wasn't specifically for y'all. That's for the trolls and the know-it-alls. I'm just not gonna entertain them tonight.
Yeah, SC Panthers boy ahead of the NFL deadline. He said, "I heard the Jets are about to have a fire sale because they suck." That's usually when teams do it. When they might as well. They far away, man. They might as well start over.
Who they selling? Who they got that anybody want other than maybe one or two players off that defensive line? Maybe.
Hey, hold on. I'll take the other corner.
Sauce. I'll take Sauce.
Sauce, you ain't taking Sauce because Sauce
No, he ain't going nowhere.
he got paid.
Yeah,
he ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody picking up that contract.
They can still move him. Yeah.
Ain't nobody picking up that contract, bro. Not right now, they ain't.
Did he get ported? He got paid more than Horn, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we can't fuck with that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'll take some out that D line. You know, but I mean, like I said, who they selling?
Shit, we need a damn offensive lineman at this point.
Nah, for real.
Nah, I don't want nobody out the offensive line either because they ain't protecting Fields.
The fuck they wasn't. Them motherfuckers just sucked.
They
They
ain't
gave them
protecting.
motherfuckers plenty of time to throw the ball when they played against us.
Oh, okay. You have you seen all the other games?
I don't watch the Jets.
So you can watch the highlights and see everything you need to see when it comes to the Jets.
Panthers for life. Who doing stunts on run plays? Even if we ain't doing stunts, niggas still running through. But we one of those teams that give up a few yards, but we just come on. Stop it, bro.
We're not saying doing stunts on run
What
plays.
you mean who runs stunts on run plays?
This nigga ain't listening. His ears closed.
This ain't high school. I mean, you don't run stunts in high school and not in college, but in the NFL all the time, bro.
Even when we wasn't running stunts on a Buffalo, they was still running down our throat, right down the middle. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, we're not talking about running stunts or run plays, man. Like
I was.
clearly, we weren't talking about.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
not, Twan. When that
it,
pocket is when that quarterback is standing in that pocket, bro, you can't hold your gaps and not do no stunts.
No,
You
what
you
I'm saying
just
is you can stun on run plays too, man. I mean, it's
you
primarily for
can,
passing, but
you can, but that's
yeah.
not what we were saying. Like, I'm
Hey,
just
look,
trying to make.
guys. Look who should I add to help entertain us with this right here, man? Who other than if I say
Yeah, I already know.
who is it?
There's some bird seeds being dropped
Petey
off.
Falcon in the
bird
building.
flu.
Petey
Oh,
What's
Falcon.
happening? What's happening?
oh, it's Petey. Oh, I thought you were talking about Red. Never mind.
Me too.
Oh, man.
Petey Falcon in the building.
It's,
What's up,
hey,
Petey?
man, there's a name I want y'all to remember. His
Who that?
last name is Dobbs. He gonna eat that whole game. He
Yeah,
gonna eat those
he
What
been
makes you
going
think
off.
we didn't know who the fuck he was?
Dobbs, boy. He gonna make my. I think Mike Jack might be up covering him or whoever. It might be Mike Jack, but he gonna he gonna tear the line off Mike Jack on Sunday, bro.
But do y'all see the over under? That's disrespectful as a motherfucker. They got them beating us by 2 touchdowns, bro.
I
I
mean,
don't know about that.
Right there in the middle.
it doesn't mean it ain't possible. I mean,
49.
Oh no, it's possible. It's just that when you see that type of shit, like good teams, like, oh, that's how y'all feel.
somebody gonna lose some money.
So show up.
Yeah,
49.
somebody gonna lose some money, man.
All right,
I'm trying to be
move
cocky.
forward with these guys, man. With the Panthers, and then we're gonna switch over to another podcast. Let's go.
It's how it feels like with Derek Brown right now, who is just he's been fantastic for everything that the Panthers are trying to do on the defensive side of the ball. You look at the good games that the Panthers have had on defense this season, and Derek Brown is often the cornerstone of why they're playing well. So that does make a ton of sense there. I'm going to stick in the trenches for talking about the Panthers. You know, Bryce Young misses last.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think these guys know a lot about our team. The only person they mentioned in the entire defense was Derek Brown. They didn't mention another player. I don't think they know a whole lot about our team.
Week with an ankle injury. The word right now on Wednesday as we're recording this show is he's day to day. There's optimism that he could be playing in this game, but even with Bryce Young coming back in this game, the ankle is not going to be 100%, and he's going to be going up against a Packers defensive line that
it was never hurt.
Really knows how to pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. So independent of whether or not he's even out there, I mean, if he's not out there, Andy Dalton did not look good this past week, and it's hard to have more faith in him heading to Green Bay to take on the Packers. So if it's Andy Dalton, I think this is an easy Packers victory. But if it's Bryce Young out there, I still get a little bit worried because it is a mobility type of injury, right? It's not like, you know, something in his arm or his hand. It's something where he is going to have to be mobile and escape pressure, like we know the Packers have the ability to dial up. However, that's not the main point in the trenches that I want to talk about here. Packers, when it comes to run defense, because I believe, again, independent of who's out there at quarterback, the Panthers are best when they are running the football, when they are primarily a rushing football team. The Packers.
So everybody knows that. Okay,
That's sad.
And also,
No. It's good. It's good that everybody can recognize that we're at our best when we run, but our damn head coach doesn't know that.
For me, that's sad. That's pathetic though, Twan. I don't want to be one dimension. That's just me.
I don't
When we
either.
talking about the run game, we're talking about okay, so when I push the run game, I'm pushing the run game in the sense of like if we're running the ball and Dotto's getting 8 yards a chunk, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, that you don't stop running it. You feel me, Pop?
I'm not. Yes,
you keep eating. I'm not saying run the ball the whole game.
yeah. You definitely want to keep that momentum going, but I don't want to see 4 runs back to back. Like that won't last all game. That's how people get injured.
If they ain't stopping it, shit, you're gonna have to do it.
Well, all right.
What?
Well, I mean, then we're gonna have to bring Chuba in too, because he's gonna have to come get some of them.
He gonna have to play. He gotta play.
And stop throwing the screen 3 and 8.
That Lambeau Field uses a hybrid surface of natural grass with synthetic fibers known as cis grass.
Mm.
This This system merges the benefits of both natural turf and artificial turf,
Mhm.
providing a durable and stable playing surface that includes a underground heater system to protect the roots during cold weather.
So
So,
basically, yeah, go ahead.
so all of y'all that keep complaining about turf, they're playing on turf.
And the whole frozen tundra thing, the frozen tundra was known for their field. Like when they had that cold, y'all know how when mud gets ice cold, like you know what I'm saying, how hard that shit is.
It's like rock. It's like
Yeah,
concrete.
it was like little bricks, and that's what the frozen tundra was called that because that field was always sloppy, and then it just got frozen out there, and it was like one of the worst fields to play on. That's why Green Bay had to change their field because their players was getting hurt too. But you know, people don't push the frozen tundra like they used to because it ain't out there no more. So thanks to Pop for bringing that up, man. There's two other guys, man, with the PTA Live podcast. Let's listen to them.
In the off season as well. So if that's the type of content you're looking for, hit subscribe, hit like, and make sure you click that bell icon so you have opportunity. Because the reality, Tim, they may go out there with Haversick and he may miss every single kick, and that was just a fluke that one game. I would kind of like to find that out, especially against an opponent like Carolina, Timothy, because the reality, Tim, they may go out there with Haversick and he may miss every single third in rush defense in terms of yards per carry. And they're actually tied for 23rd, I should say. But in Pittsburgh, everybody was going, man, what's wrong with Josh Jacobs? There wasn't nothing wrong with Josh Jacobs. I mean, he might have been a little bit banged up with his calf injury, but I will say this. Every time you've seen them try to run the football with him, the box.
Yep.
Also, I noticed him, they were kind of playing an underlook. And at one point, we came out in a balanced 12 ace look, and we motioned the U over to the right and made it a strong right look, and they did not shift with him. They stayed under formation, which tells you they knew they expected us to run weak side. What did we do? We had an RPO baked in. That's when we hit Tucker Kraft on the RPO. So you got to really, really lean into that stuff. But nonetheless, they do have a weak run defense. They're giving up 4.6 yards per carry. This could be a game like in Pittsburgh, as we talked about, Tim, in the first half, they shut us down running the ball because they loaded the box. Second half, we started playing Emmanuel Wilson a little bit more. I don't think it was anything other than we probably had Josh Jacobs on a little bit of a pitch count, but that got amplified because they noticed when we put Emmanuel Wilson in the game, they lightened the box. Therefore, Emmanuel Wilson is now free to run. And as we've talked about many times, I don't think Emmanuel Wilson's on Josh Jacobs' level. However, he can toe with the rock. So you give him a light box, Emmanuel Wilson.
They said they got two running backs.
That might be the recipe once again, right? You know, Josh has got the calf. You know, still kind of negative. LaFleur, maybe a year or two ago, wanting to kind of ease Jordan post snap to
timing. I'm usually at work at 6, then y'all go live at 7, but I got called in at 2, and you're live at 3.
Man, we don't care about that shit.
Well, they're gonna put somebody to sleep. Turn their ass off.
Yeah,
no matter what they sugared or
I'm trying to give him a chance before we load this next one.
The answer to the question you read on an RPO, so they can't sugar after the snap, right? Once the ball snapped.
That accent killing me too, man. Sugar and man, y'all in Wisconsin or fucking Arkansas?
Yeah, so we're ranked 16th when it comes to run defense, and Green Bay is ranked 7th.
We 16th because of that damn Buffalo game.
So I mean, I think they'll come out this week, tomorrow, and play with a little bit more pride. You know, we're
this is what I'm gonna say, Pop. I think Derek Brown and them guys will have them guys ready, opposed to Evero. I think Derek Brown will have them guys ready. Because like I'm liking what I'm seeing in these little clips and shit with Derek Brown, the way he's talking to these guys. I didn't know he talked that much. You know, he gonna have them guys ready, man.
Well, you know, once you get that money, throw it in your account. You know, you get more airtime too.
And then that you know, the way he pulled Ashawn Robinson out of that fight, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah, everybody keeps talking about it, but I don't remember that shit. I don't know why.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing.
I just gotta say, I know everybody tired of us talking about this, but don't we miss Brian Burns right now, y'all?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
They just
Oh
won't
my-
admit it. They just won't admit it. All you had to do was play him, bro.
We so ready. That's why I try to tell people, man. Worry about your own bitch. You so worried
Somebody
about
had
everybody else.
one bad year and they be ready to get rid of him.
Get rid of
one bad year?
And we ain't got one person on this defense that can get you 7 sacks. Not one.
Well, I mean, Derrick Brown getting close. Derrick probably gonna have 10 by the end of the year.
But Derrick Brown is he's not supposed to be our sack guy.
He's
That's
not,
how
but I think he's at 5.5 right now.
I don't know. I could look, but
No, he
Peter,
is.
Petey, what would you do to stop Tucker Crab?
You said what? What'd you say?
What would you do to stop Tucker Kraft?
Shit, only way you gonna be able to stop his ass is being able to jam his ass.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Jam him. You rather jam him? You gonna have to
You
jam
said
him, bro?
I can't hear people.
I said you're gonna have to jam him. Can you hear me?
He said you're gonna have to jam him. Pop.
You're gonna have to jam
what
buddy,
defense? What defensive scheme would you be running?
Shit, me personally, I wouldn't be running no 3-4. I run a 4-3. Honestly, me personally.
Shit, if you're gonna stop him, you gotta be in the 3-4. You're gonna have more.
Bro,
you're gonna need more guys to fall back. They're gonna go through the air, bro.
We don't. They're gonna need some help up front, bro. They're gonna need that help up front. You're gonna need that 4-3 for shit show. Somebody gonna have me. I'm not a fan of the 3-4, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not a fan of that shit, bro. I feel like the 3-4 really that we're using right now is killing us.
I like 3-4 and 4-3. I like the 4-3 better, but I don't like the way that Evero uses the 3-4, man. I don't know what he's doing with it.
They so worried about what's killing them behind, bro. And we ain't never been a 3-4 type of like. I would love the whole what they call it
4-3
dual.
I really do.
I like the dual set, you know what I'm saying, where you can play both, you know what I'm saying, multi D. But if they're not, I don't like the solely 3-4, bro.
We just a 3-4 base. We mostly run shit out of the 4-3.
I don't like that 3-4 shit, bro. I feel like we get beat.
Only 40% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so let's change that right now. Hit that
coming out party, but was that the sort of statement that Green Bay, like they can be a truly elite team this past week? Was that a marker that this can be the elite team that I think people have been saying they have the potential to be, but haven't necessarily been playing like that all the way through? This is an interesting game, I think, to back that up with another good performance against Carolina, who, just as you credit them for being feisty and competitive, certainly on defense, they then go and just get wrecked. And again, like every time they've been in trouble this season, they've turned the ball over themselves early, like a lot. And whether it was Bryce Young or Andy Dalton, they've just put the ball on the ground and given the opponent multiple drives early, and then suddenly you're in a double-digit hole, and the whole game's different.
You're not going to recover against Buffalo doing that.
I mean, you're not going to recover as Carolina either. Like, you're just not equipped to play those games, really. So I don't know how much that affects the other side of the ball, but it's probably not nothing. So it would be nice if Carolina had a game where they didn't do that. Let's just, take care of the football and at least stay in the game for a while. But Green Bay looked fantastic last week.
They did. It's interesting looking at the Packers because I think how many times have we said, much like the Colts, we talked about this yesterday, good, solid roster all around. You add Micah Parsons to that defense, it elevates everything. The one thing I think we said in the preseason, when you're looking, man for man or unit for unit against, say, the Lions, I think the Lions probably have a better roster. But I thought Jordan Love, our boss Mike Tannenbaum, predicted Jordan Love as his MVP candidate. And we talked through it and we said, that's not, like, it's a bold pick, but it's also not crazy. It's not like outlandish.
Okay.
I thought if there was if there's a quarterback that could be a difference maker, it's Love in that division, right? And he's playing great, man. He's playing really good football. Completing over 70% of his passes. I think he's been very efficient. Tucker Kraft's playing as well as any tight end in the NFL. So maybe the lack of star power, with the caveat I always had with that was, well, Jordan Love can play the best football of any quarterback in, say, the North, between him, Goff, Caleb Williams, and who else is there? Whoever else was there. Goff, Caleb Williams, and
Vikings
Minnesota's
quarterbacks.
situation,
Yeah.
right? So Love's playing the best quarterback of anybody in that division. You got Micah Parsons completely elevating that defense. They're creating havoc up front, helping, completely helping the back seven. I think they're just, because you're asking if it was a coming out party. They've been a good team, and their one loss was like a quirky, they blew it against the Browns.
Yeah.
It was a tough Browns defense. Jordan Love makes an awful decision, and they hand them a late touchdown. And then you get the 40-40 game against Dallas. And the worst game defensively against Dallas.
Right. It's more that. It's not so much that they've been bad at any point. It's just that for a team, I think, that looks like it can play like the best team in the NFL, it hasn't done it consistently throughout almost any game. It's done it in spurts, and they've won most of the games because they're talented, but they haven't really strung together these complete performances that we're expecting. The receiving thing is interesting because they're almost like Buffalo, where they're still getting asked constantly about the group and, does this guy need more targets? Does the ball need to go here more? Blah, blah. And I think LaFleur is getting pretty sick of it. Matthew Golden was theoretically, could he be the number one receiver that this group has been missing? What we had said previously is that you don't necessarily need a receiving core that has a number one, quote unquote, receiver if all of your number 2 and 3s just make plays when the ball comes their way, right? And one of the reasons that it was a problem is that they hadn't necessarily done that last year or previous seasons. They'd gone to these guys and they were consistently letting them down. Like Dontavian Wicks kept dropping the football last year. And I don't mean to single him out. Romeo Doubs would make plays sometimes, wouldn't make plays other times. They weren't getting consistent play out of any of these number 2.
I think to mention here, Bryce Young's coming back for Carolina. So good analysis on Green Bay. Like any given week, they could be the best team. They're in this spot, much like the Lions and the Eagles, that no slip ups allowed now.
Yeah.
If you're going to be battling for the number one, of course you could slip up once or twice, but you're in this heated battle now for the number 1 seed.
Pause right there. Pause right there.
This big though,
All right.
13.5.
He said a very important thing right there.
Mhm.
No more room for slip ups right now.
Yep.
If you're battling, and I think that it's possible that we could say it's false hope. But we haven't won this early in a while.
Right.
If you're truly battling, you can't slip up. This is a hard game, the hard team to play. I mean, it is. I think this is the toughest team we'll be playing so far on the schedule. I think they're better than Buffalo. I honestly do. You can't slip up. Even with all the injuries, this, that, and other. That's what I say. This is the game. And Petey, you can talk about your favorite quarterback here. Bryce has to put the team on his back this game.
I do not like that scrub, bro. He's not gonna have a good game because he's still playing hurt. They're gonna end up making it worse for him. But that boy hurt, bro. You didn't see the way that man. You see the way that man stepped on that man's leg, bro.
His feelings is hurt.
They stepped on that man purposely, and I'm shocked. And I don't even like the man, but that shit was fucked up, bro. They stepped on that man's leg purposely, and they ain't called no penalty on it.
It did look like he meant to do that shit.
Bro, he meant to do that. Like he literally was getting ready to roll out and scramble out of the pocket. He stuck his leg out to stop him from running, to basically trip him. The same thing that happened to Andy Dalton would happen to him, but they're not calling it. I don't understand it. That's a double standard on that play, bro.
If that was Patrick Mahomes, dude would have got kicked out of the game, bro. And
They called it for Andy.
Yeah.
They called it for Andy. They just didn't call it for him. And I don't understand. Like, that's a double standard to me. I don't get it.
They don't respect the Panthers, bro.
Is there a way you can pull that clip up to him? Maybe we can look at it and slow it down.
Please do, because that
Because I didn't think it was on purpose, but my
Nah, it
memory might.
looked like it was on purpose, bro.
That was
Okay,
intentionally, bro.
I could be wrong. Like I said, I it's not really fresh on my mind. I remember it, but maybe I just need a refresher.
You got to understand that's the same ankle that was fucked up when he was with Alabama.
That means that ankle has been hurt 3 times already. Well, I mean, hey, like I said, if that ankle is like that, stop wearing lows. Put some ankle braces on. I mean, you trying to look cool more than you trying to play good. You got weak
That's
ass
sick, Papa.
ankles.
That's sick,
got-
Papa. That's sick.
You got weak ass ankles. You got weak ass ankles. I mean,
Who was we playing? We was playing Buffalo, right? No. Who was we playing when that happened?
Buffalo. We were playing last week. No, not last week. The week before that. Was it the Jets?
Yeah, I think it was the Jets.
Swan, did you get my message?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Might be able to find it on Twitter.
That's where I'm at. These motherfuckers be taking. They're showing everybody's leg injury but his.
Yeah, indeed. It was the Jets, though. It was the Jets that actually did it.
Yeah, it's the Jets.
That's the game where he had to come out of, and then Andy had to finish. And then I don't know why everybody had this hope like we was gonna beat the Bills when clearly Andy showed you exactly what he was capable of. Nothing. He couldn't even maintain that game. That's the bad thing about it. We almost lost that game. They could have came back on us real quick.
Right there, get ankle step on a little bit.
There you go.
As he's trying to scramble out. They're going to call this an ankle injury, and he's questionable the rest of the way.
Right there.
To see how his arm is reaching out.
Yeah, but you man, your leg, that's not your natural motion to run like that. Unless you're trying to get that leg out there. Like, defenders leap for it to tackle somebody, not with their legs.
Yeah, see, to me, it looked like a calf. Like he stepped on his calf, not his ankle.
Well, my thing is, it wasn't flush. So when you see this, I'm like,
all right, there,
right there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it
didn't continue to the ground. So I'm like, what?
Yeah,
what injury?
I don't know. And his foot,
you gotta come flush to the ground with it or something.
Ankle stepped on.
His foot was there, but then it immediately came off.
As he's trying to scramble out. They're going to call this an ankle injury.
Hey, pause it right there. Pause it. Look how big his foot is. He take up Bryce's whole calf. God, dog.
But look how his foot
slow him down.
Look how his foot immediately comes off of him.
They're going to call this an.
They're going to call him right here.
They're going to call this an ankle injury, and he's questionable the rest.
Carolina Panthers.
They're going to call this an ankle injury, and he's questionable the rest.
That's him right there. Before he got him, he losing the ball too. We didn't
what?
But look, it ain't flush to the ground. Like I can see if Bryce's leg hit the ground.
Yeah, Bryce
it
foot
immediately
comes
off. He didn't go to the ground with that.
Ankle stepped on a little bit.
He didn't even grimace when he went to the ground.
Scramble out.
That left leg looked more hurt than the
questionable the rest of the way.
The left leg looked more tore up than the right.
See, my thing is like If
Look
his
at it.
foot,
Look at it. Look at it.
right,
Watch how he fall.
if his leg goes down to the ground with Bryce's leg like that,
Right.
I get it. But it didn't. So that's why I'm like, man, I think them motherfuckers was lying, bro. I think Canales was like, we cannot suffer Bryce losing to the Jets, and he threw Darnold out there, bro.
Watch his left leg, Twan.
Carolina Panthers.
They're going to call this an ankle injury, and he's questionable the rest of the way. All right, there is
He's playing it right there.
Look at
ankle
look at that left leg.
on a little bit.
Yeah.
Nah, he don't look hurt at all, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, unless it was that left leg, I don't know how it was the right, bro.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It looked like his left leg, like Pop said, got a little stuck in the turf a little bit, but not that
He's
damn
trying
right
to
one.
scramble.
The right one was the one that they said was hurt.
Wow. They're going to call this an ankle injury, and he's questionable the rest of the way.
First of all, how's it an ankle injury when the motherfucking foot is on his calf?
That's what I was saying. And his foot is off the ground.
They said it was do y'all know what a high ankle sprain is, y'all?
A high ankle sprain, yeah, but they said an
That's
ankle
it.
injury.
No, they said it was a high ankle sprain, bro.
Yeah, they said it's a high ankle.
But
Like I don't know if y'all.
I'm looking at it, the motherfucker, like Pop said, the left leg looks
Ankle stepped on a little
like he
bit
might have tried to pull up on that shit.
as he's trying to
Now-
scramble out. They're going to
When I played defense, right, and I had I think I was playing nose at the time. And what
Carolina
happened
Panthers
is
quarterback.
I had two big ass out them old linemen. One of them lunged at my ankle, bro. And I had a high ankle sprain, bro. That shit was fucked up for about at least a good 3 or 4 weeks, man. My shit
I
was
mean,
swole.
it can hurt you. But look, man, that's why Bryce
It messes with your arch.
because it wasn't no
It messes
fucking
with-
high ankle sprain.
It messes your arch though. Like, honestly, that shit fuck with your arch. The arch of your foot. That shit you gotta literally like tie it up before it be numb for you to play on it.
But did y'all see what I was saying? He
They
didn't
don't
even
wrap it.
grimace. There was no grimace on his face. He didn't pull
They
up
literally-
like
They're gonna have to wrap his foot in order for him to like be able to stand on it and play on it. They're gonna have to wrap it real tight.
Man, that's what I said. That's what I said. Stop wearing them lows, man.
Yeah, he got to put some ankle shit on this.
Get you some mids or get you some ankle braces, bro. If you got weak ass ankles, stop trying to look good.
I had some mids on. Actually, that shit they fucked my shit up.
But Peter, he keep getting his ankle ripped off. Keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it. It's time to switch up.
Man, them some phantom injuries, bro.
And y'all know I ain't the biggest fan for him, but at the same time, that's fucked up though. He stepped on that man leg like that, bro. Purposely.
Intentional though, bro.
It does, man. Yeah,
I don't know if it was because I'm not in his head, but that's how it looked.
That shit was fucked up, bro.
And
Anybody else there to call that?
Yeah, it was the Jets. He said, and he stepped on his calf, not his ankle. Yeah. My interpretation of stepping on some shit is like you laying down and somebody like step on your foot like as they walk by, like your foot is becoming flush between their feet and the ground. That motherfucker's foot touched Bryce's ankle, but he ain't flushed it to the ground. I mean, I don't know, Bryce. Maybe it just didn't look like anything to me. But I mean, I'm not him. You know, only he felt that pain. It didn't look like much to me. When we go back to that first injury in his emo of the year when he got pulled out of the game, on that injury was nothing. It's like for these to be some injuries, he comes back the very next game and all them shits.
They gonna have to wrap that bitch.
And SC Panthers boy said, "Rap for what? Ain't nothing wrong with his ankles, in my opinion, bro." I agree, bro. I didn't see shit. I saw Bryce about to take an L to the Jets at the end of that game, and then I felt like some political shit hit, and it was like, put Dalton in there. Except Dalton wind up getting that first down, and then we won the game, bro. So That's that, man. Look, man, we want to come and give y'all a quick little show, man. You know what I'm saying, on Saturday and prep for our morning show, man. Tomorrow morning, and get out here and talk it up, man. Really get into the game before the game, and then obviously the guys we stick around and watch the game tomorrow. So make sure you guys go ahead and set your announcements. Go ahead and hit that like button on the way out, man. You know what I'm saying? Please hit that like button on the way out. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? And hit that bell so you always, that notification bell, so you always know when we go live. Y'all know that our morning show is one of our biggest shows, man. And then we will do an after show too, man. Win or lose, you know what I'm saying? But if we win, look out for that pop and Twan crashing out, man. You know what I'm saying? We ready to set it off to get that one in, you know. And you know, it's coming. It's coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pop, you want me to go ahead and give him the artwork?
Nah, man, let him wait for it.
Okay. I was gonna give y'all the artwork on that show, but it's coming, man. After I win, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a contingency plan, though, man. Hey, look, but we about to get up out of here. Anybody want to say anything before we get up out of here, man?
We will not win this game.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think we will either. But I'm gonna be watching this, man.
Yeah. I'm watching it.
I'm still gonna watch. We're not gonna win the game.
That's what you said about Atlanta, though. Petey Falcon.
I also said the same thing about the Bills too.
Well, I need you to say that. I mean, I need you to say it like with the Falcons. Because last time we go this way, you know, we shut the team out. So say it loud.
The only reason we won that game because Penix had a bad, terrible last game, bro.
Hey, that's why you win.
Hey, well,
you forced him into a bad game.
I'm asking Peter this one question. What game do you see on the schedule that you think we can win? What game are you predicting that we will win? How about that?
Saints.
Not even the Saints possibly. Yeah, the Saints possible. Other than that, I don't see nobody else.
I can't hear.
Not. I said the Saints only. Saints only.
You?
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Now you probably got to refresh, Pop. I had to do it too.
I said the Saints only.
It's all good. I'm about to chop out of here.
All right.
Keep pounding.
He said, keep pounding. That's what we about to do, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Make sure y'all come through, man. Hit that damn link. You know what I'm saying? We're starting tomorrow around 10:30, 10:45. Until game time, man. So make sure y'all come through tomorrow and let's talk about it. Jay Issue, thanks for coming up in here. I want to thank Popping Bullets, Petey Quick for bouncing up in here. 704 Alabama Show, man. We